$100,000 Bitcoin, is it around the corner? Could it happen before Trump takes office? Well, I'm going to answer that question in this video. Also, we have some pretty juicy updates around XRP and the crypto market that are significant. So stay tuned through this whole video. We're also going to take a look at this new XRP documentary that's going to be unleashed onto the scene, hopefully this month. So let's get into this.
Show to get to every asset class that is rallying hard today. Bitcoin certainly among them. Take a look. Almost 75,000 as investors are betting on a friendlier environment for that industry under a second Trump administration. Mackenzie Sigalos is following that story for us. Mackenzie.
Hey, Scott. Bitcoin briefly surging to a new record high as investors bet that Donald Trump will deliver on his pro-crypto promises, especially with a Republican-controlled Senate behind him and after getting more than $25 million from crypto donors. Now, Trump's main pledge is to fire SEC Chair Gary Gensler, who's brought more than 100 enforcement actions against industry leaders like Coinbase and Robinhood. Those stocks are pumping 25% and 17% respectively today, with Robinhood on pace for its best day in over 2 years. Bitcoin miners are also getting a boost this morning, with Trump having promised on the campaign trail that all future Bitcoin will be mined in the U.S. Marathon, Riot, and Bit Digital are all trading up more than 14% and driving small caps higher as well. Now, in terms of the market outlook, multiple analysts are expecting Bitcoin will hit $100,000 before Trump's inauguration, especially if he delivers on promises like launching a strategic national crypto stockpile with the $15 billion worth of Bitcoin that it already has on its books from asset seizures. And Scott, Bitcoin now up 68% year to date after briefly hitting that new all-time high overnight.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, understand that it's all pointing to yes. Yes, the U.S. is going to have crypto regulation in 2025. Yes, the U.S. might start the world on a strategic Bitcoin reserve. If the U.S. does it, places like China, Argentina, the U.K., you name it. It's going to be a competition on who can mine and own the most Bitcoin. It'll turn into a digital Cold War, right? A DLT Cold War. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Also, it's been a busy week. The Hong Kong FinTech Week and Ripple was thrilled to host a Hong Kong policy summit in partnership with FinTech Association in Hong Kong. We covered policy and FinTech leaders to discuss virtual asset custody and tokenization. We know tokenization and crypto custody is the future. As far as tokenization, you're talking about stocks, bonds, derivatives, money market fund, equities, real estate, gold, or any kind of precious metal. Everything could be tokenized. That has value. When we're talking about custody of assets, believe it or not, your bank wants to custody your crypto. They are going to be able to make money off of your crypto. When you get paid, you're going to get emails from your bank asking, do you want to put 1%, 3%, or 5% into a digital asset? That is coming. Believe it. And banks are going to need safe technology or custody for those digital assets. And believe me, that's coming. And so you have Securities and Futures Commission, some of the people that spoke, right? The HSBC, of course. And, Ripple is always working on different virtual asset licenses, like virtual asset trading platforms, virtual asset licenses, are also known as VASPs. Regulatory building blocks. The SFC is working with the HKSAR government and other agencies to develop regulations in trading and custody services. Tokenization, the SFC continues to support tokenization initiatives, including Project Nsabel. A lot of stuff happening in Hong Kong with the Hong Kong Monetary Authority and Ripple. Good to know. You also have Deutsche Bank, Project Dama 2 plus Axelar plus the XRP ledger. Monetary Authority of Singapore, Project Guardian achieves cross-chain interoperability through Axelar network. That is bringing 69 networks in operability on the XRP ledger. Also, you have Mike Novogratz talking with, CNBC? Squawk Box, I think this is. Let me play this.
We should also mention that crypto prices, they are surging right now. This after Donald Trump's electoral victory. You're looking at Bitcoin at $73,000, almost $74,000 this morning. At one point, it was, I think, even marginally higher. I want to bring in Galaxy founder and CEO Mike Novogratz. Mike, I believe that you were supporting the other candidate, but I'm curious, as you see these markets moving the way they are, what your reaction is.
Listen, it was a great night for the crypto industry, right? And if you listen to your last guest, Donald Trump, that keeps his promises. If you go back to the speech he made at Nashville to the crypto community, his agenda is very pro-crypto. J.D. Vance is pro-crypto, Peter Thiel, Howard Lutnick, Kennedy. He surrounded himself by people that believe in the industry, care about the industry. I mean, the crypto community showed up, right? There are now over 240 congressmen who, the crypto PAC thought were pro-crypto. And so we've got a Congress that is moving our way. We've got a president that's moving our way. And so for Galaxy, for the crypto industry, I couldn't be more optimistic.
And in terms of your optimism, it relates to the way this is going to be regulated, because now you have a bet going that there will be a Bitcoin reserve for the country. I mean, sort of
listen, I'm not sure
play out the permutations here.
I think the biggest thing is the OCC, the FDIC, the SEC, the regulatory chairs getting direction from a president and a secretary of treasury that says, hey, we want to lead in this industry.
Yep.
Those three positions with someone who's open-minded to crypto and who's pro-crypto changes everything. Allowing State Street and Bank of New York to custody crypto, allowing the banks to hold it on their balance sheet will bring in billions, hundreds of billions of participants into our ecosystem. And all of a sudden, we'll start seeing decentralized systems launched and work. And so this is really a step change shift. Now, it's not going to happen overnight, right? You don't get a new SEC chair in a week, but over the next 1, 2, 3, 6 months, as these new people are put in these positions, I think you're going to see a substantial shift in the energy of this industry.
Mike, to the extent you want to throw out some names, who do you think might be up for this SEC
Brian Brooks
role? I know we've had a lot of names thrown around for the Treasury Secretary role. We just talked to Scott Bessent, and we had John Paulson on the program earlier this week. Those are two names that have been floated for that role. We also have had Jay Clayton and others. Who do you think would be the right person to run the SEC under a second Trump administration?
Listen, Hester Pierce has been there, and they call her crypto mom.
Yep.
And I know she's probably throwing her name in the hat. The chief legal officer at Robinhood has been thrown in. I'm not sure the exact person matters as long as they're very open-minded to this industry. And I think there's just no way Trump's not going to pick someone who, listen, he's launched his own coin. And so, his family is engaged. He's engaged.
Trump didn't launch his coin. He's being paid to be one of the advocates of the token. It's World Liberty Financial. CoffeeZilla did a great video breaking all of that down. I would suggest you go watch that video before you end up buying that token, because it's not transferable and you can't sell it. Anyways, let's continue. So, Unleashed, a project has been completed and will showcase in public spaces next week. Here we go.
SEC is preparing to sue that crypto startup. The asset in question here is called XRP.
Jay Clayton drops this lawsuit on his last day in office, like mission accomplished.
We became convinced that this whole case was merely a show.
The SEC has become a rogue agency.
And our approach to the last several years have been just really a disaster.
Day one, I will fire Gary Gensler and appoint a SEC chair.
We don't need more the U.S. dollar.
The SEC came out and said Ether is also not a security.
We believe current offers and sales of Ether are not securities.
I also have, some theories as to some of the non-legal things that the SEC was trying to do.
He was also being paid as a profit-sharing partner from his law firm, Simpson Thacher. That mission of the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance was fulfilled.
Hinman has this unique personal financial interest. He could not be involved in certain matters because they benefited him.
These two individuals are working at crypto firms that made very big bets on Ethereum.
Jay Clayton, within a couple of months, goes to One River.
All right, you get it. This is going to be insane. Maybe we should watch it live. Let me know down in the comments if you would like to do that, because I am game. Also, I wanted to just show you this really quickly. Stripe acquired Bridge for $1.1 billion, which represents a lofty 90x multiplier. Man, there are some serious buyers for crypto technology and infrastructure that are happening currently right now. As you can see, Ripple's on here with Medico acquired for $250 million. Man, Circle is making moves. Bithumb, right? This is back in 2018. What's next? What company is going to be next? You also have a new initiative here. I just wanted to touch base with you on this. Payments tokenization. In order for digital assets to gain worldwide acceptance, they need to connect seamlessly with current payment systems as well as digital currencies. Swift, UBS Asset Management, and Chainlink Labs has successfully executed an initiative pilot program aimed at connecting tokenized assets with current payment systems. This initiative, part of the Monetary Authority of Singapore, or the MAS, and Project Guardian, illustrates how financial institutions can utilize Swift existing infrastructure to enable off-chain cash settlements for tokenized funds. Traditional fund operations often face inefficiencies in subscription and redemption processes, including manual interventions, delayed settlements, and lack of real-time transparency. These inefficiencies lead to increased operational costs, reduced liquidity, and missed investment opportunities across the $63 trillion global fund market. The pilot showed that financial institutions can leverage blockchain technology. The Chainlink platform and Swift network can settle subscriptions and redemptions for tokenized investment fund vehicles, thereby allowing the straight-through processing of payment leg without the need for global adoption of on-chain form of payment. This helps the automation of the entire life cycle of the fund redemption and subscription process. Basically, we are making progress. We are coming for you, world financial system. Blockchain is here to stay. The quicker we can integrate the blockchain world and the traditional finance world, the faster all of us become extremely wealthy. Now, not all of these technologies are going to make it, but some of them will. And the ones that do will forever leave you changed. If you own the right technology, it will forever change your life. This is how people have been getting rich since technology was invented. Understand that. I'll see you next time. Please like, share, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Turn that bell notification on if you want to be notified when a new video comes out. I'll see you next time. I've been Crypto Sensei. Aloha.